Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Daisy. Today I have a how not to gain the freshman 15 video for you guys. I thought this would be a perfect time to do this video because school is starting and I got so many questions about how to eat healthy in college because I know it can be really hard because you're on a budget. I mean, broke college kid, I totally get it. I was there. And it can be really hard to eat healthy in cafeteria food, and just when you're on the go you feel stressed, you feel like you just need something quick and easy even if it's not healthy. So to find out my tips that I have for eating healthy in college and how not to gain the freshman 15, then just keep watching. Okay, so clearly the most important thing here is definitely calories in, calories out. So when it comes to gaining weight or losing weight or maintaining weight, it's all about how many calories you're eating versus how many calories you're burning. So if you're eating less calories than you're burning, you're going to lose weight. If you're eating more calories than you're burning, you're going to gain weight. If you're eating the same amount of calories that you're burning, then you're going to stay the same. So definitely that first tip is realize how many calories you're eating and just make sure that you're eating the same amount of calories that you were before so you don't gain that extra weight. So tip number 2 that I have for you guys kind of ties into tip number 1. It's obviously to monitor how much you're drinking. There can be a lot of hidden sugars in your mixed drinks that you're drinking because mainly it's mixed with soda or some sort of fruit juice or something sweet and sugary. That's what makes it taste good. And those are the drinks that you need to watch out for how many you're having. There can be a lot of sugar in your mixed drinks, so it's really important that you just make sure that you don't have too much and just realize how much sugar you're actually drinking in your drinks. So if you are trying to not gain the freshman 15, it is very important to watch what you're drinking, or at least the next day, go do some cardio, go burn it out. Go burn off all that sugar that you just drank and all the alcohol, just get it over with, and then just know for next time, maybe, this sounds kind of bad, it's probably really gross, but what I've heard is that you could mix it with sparkling water or just chase it with sparkling water because that's super low calorie. I'm pretty sure sparkling water is 0 calories, and then you just have the alcohol calories, which actually isn't that much in the alcohol itself. It's what you're mixing it with. So pay attention of that for sure. I hear a lot of complaints, and I know how it is because I was at college a couple semesters ago, away from home, and it is really hard to eat healthy because there are so many temptations in the cafeteria, but that doesn't mean that you can't eat healthy, because I'm sure there's healthy options. Whether there's burgers, you could always make it a protein style and not do the bun and then have some salad or something with that, or whatever vegetable they have or whatever fruit. Where you can go wrong though is getting the burgers and the fries, or the spaghetti and the garlic bread. And spaghetti and garlic bread is a common combo. It really makes no sense if you think about it, because pasta, there's carbs, that's a total carb. Garlic bread, that's a total carb too. Why would you put the two together? Mainly you want to make sure that your meals have balance, so you want to have a protein, a vegetable, and a carb. So if you get spaghetti, maybe get a salad or something, and with some chicken on it, and then that way you have your carbs, your vegetable, and your protein. You can just kind of do some substitution stuff like that rather than getting the garlic bread and the spaghetti, which can be really hard because I do love to put my spaghetti on garlic bread, but when you are trying not to gain freshman 15 and there's so many easy ways to gain weight in college, this is just one of those easy substitutes that you can make. So another thing is definitely the desserts in the cafeteria. No matter how bad you want them, do not do it. This is the #1 mistake that I made so often. I literally would walk past the ice cream machine and I would have withdrawals. I would literally think about it. It's all I would think about. I'd be like, oh, we're in the cafeteria, should I get the soft serve or whatever? But do not do this. It is not good for you. Even though it's all you can eat, you should not eat all you can, because that's gonna lead to your freshman 15 and then you're not gonna be very happy. And so don't eat the soft serve, whatever you do. It is not a good idea. It is so easy to have 3 cones when you should only be having once a week, just one. That's what I would substitute to, honestly, because you're already gonna be drinking tons of sugary mixed drinks, most likely, if you're like that or whatever. totally okay if you're not, but if you are, whatever, then you might want to watch what else you're eating if you're going to be more lax on that side. So you kind of have to pick, so a lot of this is like picking and choosing what you're going to be eating versus what you're going to be drinking, or pick and choose what sugary foods you want, or pick and choose what high calorie foods that you want, rather than putting two high calorie things together in the same day or in the same meal. Also, the breakfasts, it can be really easy to just go get a chocolate chip waffle. Like, once you start eating the chocolate chip waffles, then you can't stop. Then every single morning you want that chocolate chip waffle because it's just available to you. But do not do it. Have like a fruit green smoothie. I know that at my college or in my cafeteria you're able to like make some kale smoothie, but then they also had like tater tots and like toast, and they had oatmeal, and they had chocolate chip waffles, and that's where I messed up. I had a lot of chocolate chip waffles in college, and that was not a good idea, but I was smart enough to realize that if I'm at a chocolate chip waffle, I can't have anything else super high calorie for the rest of the day. I need to be really light for the rest of my meals. A lot of it, like I said, is just picking and choosing. However, stay away from the chocolate chip waffles because it's not a good habit to make at all. So another tip I have is meal planning or meal prepping. Basically, all meal prepping is prepping your meals for the day or prepping your meals for the week. So I know in college it can be really stressful and you feel like you don't have time to do anything to make food. You just kind of want something quick and easy and that's cheap. I get that. However, if you meal prep for either the night before or the morning of, and you just kind of lay out all the food that you're going to bring and that you want to eat for the day, or make a plan of what you're going to eat from the cafeteria. That way you can choose healthier options and not be in a rush, and you just know exactly what you want, and you can eat healthy that way. Another thing you can do is go to the store, and just even Costco. I know a lot of college towns have a Costco in there. And buy like protein bars in bulk or protein shakes in bulk. I think that's a really good idea. That way it's just a nice easy snack to have. They're pretty cheap when you buy them in bulk and you have them for a pretty long time. I always kept the Premier chocolate protein underneath my bed, and I would just pull it out and just start drinking it, or the protein bar or whatever I have. I recommend the Power Crunch bars. They are so good. This is not sponsored by them, by the way. Like, I just genuinely love the Power Crunch bars. I think they're amazing. I seriously have one once a day. So yeah, basically you're gonna wanna just buy yummy, healthy snacks from the store that you can just put it in your bag or your backpack or whatever, your purse, and have that for your day. So another thing that I personally struggled with was eating popcorn. Like, every time I watched Netflix, I wanted to have like a bag or two of popcorn, and it got so bad that I literally had to stop myself. Like, it's just so easy to make, and popcorn is so cheap, and it literally has no nutritional value to you. So just eat a protein bar, or just have some like carrots or snap peas or something, instead of like the really unhealthy carbs like chips and Cheetos and all that stuff. Even though it's really easy and it's really cheap, you can always get carrots, and I'm pretty sure carrots aren't that expensive, and same as snap peas. Even grapes you could do. Just something that adds nutritional value to your body. I think it's really important to make a habit early on. That way you can make a habit of working out, and you know, like, okay, at this time I work out after class, or before class I get up this early, rather than just going with the flow. Because when you go with the flow, typically you tend to get, at least me personally, when I was in school, I got stressed out and I feel like I had time to go to the gym and have time to meal prep. But when you already make a habit of it, it's just kind of already included into your daily routine. And it's a whole lot easier if you start it now rather than later, when you already have a different routine made up and you have to add things into it. It's a whole lot easier if you just start the habits right when you get there. You start fresh, you know, like you're not at home anymore, you're starting your new life. You can just add in everything that you've been wanting to do into your daily routine right away. I would recommend doing a lot of HIIT training, so like on the treadmill or TRX, or you could do HIIT with anything. Just search it up online, look for a HIIT workout, and that will burn a lot of calories in a short amount of time. That way you can burn all your calories that you need for the day, and maybe go have some drinks later on and not feel bad about it. So kind of like I just said, it's really important that you make these habits early on into college. and early on into the school year, because once you go through the school year, like, you already have habits made and it's really hard to change those habits. Kind of like it's hard to teach an old dog tricks, but if you start them young, it just becomes so much easier. It becomes second nature to them faster than it would before. So that's why in college, like I was saying, like you're starting almost like a new life or a new chapter of your life, and you can kind of start a whole new routine because you're not used to this new routine that's going to be thrown at you. So you can literally make it however you want. Like if you want to work out in the morning, just literally make a list or a calendar of everything that you want to do that day and make sure that you make a habit of it. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys want to know more about how not to gain the freshman 15, or just tips that I have on even weight loss or weight gain or muscle building or maintaining your weight, just let me know in the comments below. You guys can always tweet me your questions. My Twitter is just Daisy Keach. I'll have it all linked in the description. Or you can DM me on Instagram. It's just Daisy Keach. And you guys should go follow me on Snapchat. Sometimes I post Snapchat stories, sometimes I don't. I'm mainly more active on my Twitter and my Instagram. If you guys want me to be more active on my Snapchat, then I will be. But you guys just need to let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to everybody. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!